If I see one more comment about someone talking about 6ix9ine, I'm gonna get mad. Stop talking about it. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear your theory about it. I don't want to hear none of that. Oh, it was this. Oh, yo, Red. Yo, Red. Listen, boy, listen. Stop that, okay? You guys are causing me a lot of trouble, okay? Detectives came to me already, okay? Like, it's getting ridiculous. They're going to my mom. Like, this is a big problem. If you guys keep going with this Island Boy stuff, I promise you I'm gonna get mad.
The Island Boys are now caught in a federal situation that got the whole hip-hop scene stunned and their careers hanging on by a thread. Behind their loud online antics and wild, colorful dreads, these Florida twins were allegedly mixed up in a planned break-in operation that ended with agents showing up at their homes with warrants and flipping everything upside down. What brought investigators to their doorstep turned out way deeper and way darker than anybody expected. Exclusive clips, leaked recordings, and street whispers been floating around everywhere, and the internet been going crazy trying to piece it all together. So, check this out. The online streets been packed with theories about who really broke into 6ix9ine in Florida spot, but we're about to break it down in plain terms and show the difference between real talk and fake talk. This whole situation been unfolding since late 2025, and that moment changed everything for Kodiak Red and Fly Soldier, better known as the Island Boys. These two were trying to stretch their viral fame, while the culture keeps moving like lightning. But everything flipped when four masked intruders pulled up to 6ix9ine's Palm Beach mansion. They reportedly forced their way in and confronted his mother, a woman in her 60s, while turning the whole house inside out looking for cash. They grabbed jewelry and anything shiny they could scoop up. But this wasn't some random hit on a celebrity. The timing was too perfect. The move too polished, and online detectives wasted no time connecting dots that investigators couldn't ignore. Here's where things get wild. This wasn't just a break-in. This was about pressure, jealousy, and people doing reckless things when their spotlight starts fading. While 6ix9ine was live streaming with Jack DY, talking like he didn't need security, and showing his spot on camera, he basically let the whole world know he wasn't home. Meanwhile, at that exact moment, four masked individuals were watching the same stream, lining up their move like they had studied every detail, and the streets know timing is everything. But this wasn't some crew of random dudes looking for a quick grab. This looked
openly about not having security, and then he's advertising that he's not home on this live stream.
Yeah, listen, I mean, it's silly. I don't know why he's out there bragging about not having security, because he definitely needs security, and this is not going to go away. For multiple reasons. He's an easy target. You know, when you walk around with, $250,000 in jewelry on you, if you insist on walking around with that type of money, then you need professional help. Your friends hanging out with you obviously are insufficient. You need people that know what they're doing.
like people who already had their own viral fame. Folks who should have been chasing real money instead of risking serious federal trouble. Then came the leaked footage that had everybody losing it. The audio breakdown showed something shocking. One of the masked intruders called another one by a name that just so happens to match a nickname linked to the Island Boys. That kind of timing had everybody side-eyeing the situation, and the internet wasn't letting anything slide. Social media detectives tore that clip apart frame by frame like they were getting paid for it. But this goes way past matching a voice. The breakdown got way than that. People online started doing full CSI-level analysis. They examined walking styles, body posture, little habits, the way these masked figures moved, even the subtle swagger they had. Folks were comparing it to old Island Boys music videos and social clips, checking how their arms swing when they walk, how they stand while talking, and how their body language shifts when they're nervous. But here's the part that had everybody stunned. The jewelry breakdown. Viewers noticed one of the intruders rocking what looked exactly like the same custom chain Kodiak Red had been wearing on Instagram just weeks earlier. This wasn't no basic piece. We're talking about a detailed chain with specific engravings. Something you can't just copy overnight. The chain peeked out from under the hoodie, and the design matched perfectly with the photos fans dug up. That's the type of detail investigators look at real close when they're trying to figure out if someone might be involved. Now, let me break down the financial side, because this is where the motive starts making sense. The Island Boys went from viral
it doesn't go in your guys' direction, for real. I think you guys take all of your jewelry assets and invest it in something, so you guys will never ever be broke again.
Hey, George, hold on. No, hold on.
Hold on. Podcast.
No.
Here, I'm moving for you.
Stars pulling in serious cash from appearances and online deals to being pushed out of the spotlight quick. That fast money dried up, and they were fighting to stay relevant. Meanwhile, they're watching 691 still flexing heavy online. Expensive rides, stacks of money, and a lifestyle he never stopped showing off, even with all his legal issues. This kind of contrast had the internet convinced there might have been more behind a break-in than just grabbing valuables. Now, here's the part nobody could ignore. The pressure got so heavy online that one of the island.
Stop mentioning me in your videos. Stop. Or whatever videos you're mentioning me in, stop mentioning me in the comment section. Stop! Stop!
Boys finally cracked and jumped into the conversation. And the way he reacted had folks staring real hard at the situation. You could see the pressure all over him from the second he started talking. He came out throwing out alibis left and right, saying he was in Vegas when everything went down, dropping super specific details nobody even asked for. He started mentioning taxi rides, West Coast cities, timestamps, exact locations, like he was trying to build a full legal story before investigators.
For anyone that's saying that I had robbed somebody's house, 6ix9ine, Red is in the west coast of Florida, and I was in Vegas. I just got to Florida, just now. I'm riding a taxi. I just got to Florida. What you saying? You tripping? I ain't robbed nothing, man.
Even said his name. That's the kind of defensive behavior that makes everybody raise an eyebrow. Why explain your every move if you claim you're not connected to anything? Then it got even wilder. Dude snapped on social media telling people to stop bringing up the situation completely. He got frustrated, heated, and straight up said he didn't want to hear any theories or anyone even mentioning a possible link to that break-in. But here's the wild part. He admitted detectives had already pulled up to question him, and they even reached out to his family. He straight up said investigators came knocking, which means the authorities were taking these online clues seriously enough to check him out in real life. When investigators show up at your door because of what the internet see one,